Step right up with Madam Lightning as I bring you the news from a different point of view, or should I say, showtime. Anyways, all jokes aside, you already know the first part of the day is always the makeup segment. So, 3, 2, and now it's time for makeup reveal. Alright, so today I went with a Beetlejuice theme, so here we go. This is the first time for me doing this, so this one was a little tricky, but what I did was I took some purple and then I tried to do like a green sparkle and then give like a dead set look under my eye with a little white eyeshadow and black smeared under it, and then did like the purple again and then a little white across the top. Went with my dark purple lipstick, which I love that color. I took some of the stain first and then put a purple lipstick matte over it to showcase it. And again, I'm a huge fan of Tim Burton stuff, so definitely look forward to showing off those makeup reveals more in the future, since all my themes are based off what I'm wearing for ensemble. All right, now on to the next subject. So, we go from talking about D.E.I. to D.U.I. hires. And yes, you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you saw the segment, Pete Hegseth, my God, that was horrible. Because didn't he in his interview literally swear that he would not touch alcohol on the job because he had to always be sober and ready for the job? So tell me, in most businesses and jobs where you get hired, isn't there usually a policy on drugs and alcohol abuse that says in those little sub clauses and contracts that if violated is a terminatable offense? So tell me, because he didn't just take one shot or two shots. It was like that shot song, because this man had at least 6 glasses. And no, before anybody tries to tell me that that shit was tea or it was fucking water, no. Because if you paid attention to that fucking interview that he was doing talking about what was going on in the world, he was slurring his words as he drank more and more of those glasses. So don't try to tell me that. Just like when RFK, during his actual interview before he got confirmed, was slipping nicotine patches in his mouth or whatever the hell that was. Yeah. And don't forget that DJT's son, is, into smoking. So, yeah, he's got a whole cabinet full of surprises, doesn't he? Kind of like the Kool-Aid Man bursting into you. Anyways, yeah, so I got one terrible joke I want to make, which is, you ever heard of the phrase drunk with power? Well, Pete Hegseth definitely gives true meaning to drunk with power in this situation. It's horrible that I have to make a joke like that, and it's the reality that this man represents us. Because I'm still a little bit upset about how him, Trump, and even J.D. Vance were talking about the Ukraine during that interview, and then even during that summit thing where JD was representing America. No. If any other country sees these TikToks, I'm going to explain something. Come solve our problem, please. Get rid of these idiots, please. Just like take them and arrest them, whatever you got to do. Just get rid of them, because they don't represent what true Americans are like. They don't represent us. They don't know what we want. They're just getting a little bit too far out of control, which is why they're literally appealing to the justice system right now to try to break the biggest balance of checks and balances that we have by telling the Supreme Courts that Trump should have more power than the other two branches, meaning absolute power, which I swear, you better not fuck us on this, Supreme Court. You better not fuck us on this, because there's a reason that that system has been in place since the early 1800s, okay? There's a reason why when America was established, they put these balances into the system. We're watching it unfold in real time. Anyways, moving on. So, now I want to take a moment to thank everybody on President's Day today who actually went out to your state capitals and did your marching and signs and stuff and protested. I really appreciate y'all's efforts in what you did and taking the time to get the message across to America. And guess what? The good news is the TikTok algorithms aren't as messed up as you think, because I was seeing every single one of those protests that was going on today that was being broadcast. Not one of them got taken down, so that's kind of a good sign, I guess, that the algorithm's not completely cheesed, and that, I'm going to assume Shoe slept a few little backdoor things in there still for us to protect us so that we could still expose things, because, it's like a chess game in my head still being played out until all the pawns get to the end and claim the pieces back that they lost so we can win the board state. Yeah, the billionaires are all the pieces. They're actually the disposable ones in the end. So, anyways, thank you again. We appreciate you using your voices and talking and getting the message out there. I use my platform to try to get the message out there, and I even have a Facebook as well. If you want to look it up, it's the Madam Lightning Show that I started in a YouTube channel in my bio as well that you can go to if you want to follow me there. Once I get enough subscribers, I'm going to do a weekly talk show breaking down basically, subjects to talk about and educate about the constitutional rights, all kinds of things, just to keep the education flowing so they can't censor it and take it out of books, because I got the books and physical copies of all this stuff. So, and I do want to also take a minute again to thank every single person who has been loyal to me, stayed tuned, shared my videos, gotten them out there, and even commented. It means a lot to me because I'm not even doing this for money. I'm doing this because I honestly want to use my voice that I've always believed I've had to reach people and get it out there and make sure that everybody has the option of being educated on knowing the truth and breaking down the facts. And some people don't have the time all day to do that. So I break it down for them. So again, I thank you guys very much. And I'm going to move on to one last subject I want to talk about since it affects me and quite a few others. Actually, two subjects. So here we go. All right. So now I want to talk about RFK and this camp idea he has. So I want to say something right now because I actually had one of my followers message me on my view and what I think of it. I would say don't panic too much because honestly, we have constitutional rights regardless. Like, we can stand up and use our voices because their concern was the fact that, a lot of people and Americans are on antidepressants and all kinds of other smugs that help them with their mood and, depression, people with PTSD, the whole thing, because, they're dismantling the VA. They're laying off even more people. Like, how is this fixing economy again? Someone remind me with all these layoffs and breaking down of departments. And tell me again, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but how the heck is it? Are they trying to keep us locked in America by getting rid of more of the FAA when we're already having crashes more than a computer with viruses in their hard drive? Like, come on, dude. We've seen more crashes than back in the day when you were using LimeWire or Kazaa to download stuff. And that's saying a lot. Like, this has never happened before. Anyways, also I want to say this real quick. I'm going to slip it in there. Elon, stay the fuck out of our tax documents. When you have a man who's in charge of the country who won't even reveal his information, and don't you dare fucking try to delete records or hide anything from us, because believe me, someone will find out the truth. And I really hope that the federal judge that's coming after you gives you the justice you deserve. And if not, I hope all these other countries like, Europe and Canada and them talking to each other will come after you and give you the righteous deservance that you deserve. Yeah, because you're basically at this point like the GoldenEye villain that everybody is starting to just see you for what you truly are through the myopic lens. And I hope it stops. Anyways, on to the next subject. So yes, I want to talk about the fact, again, that I don't think we should panic about the RFK thing because even if he's in charge of it, there's still regulations and rules that are safety nets that should, the keyword being should, protect us. And, I mean, all the false propaganda saying that it makes people more violent when they're not on that. I mean, come on, dude. Like, everybody knows he's just a conspiracist. Like, he doesn't have actual facts to hold up anything. So what? He won a few big legal battles back in the day before, the brain thing. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. Don't panic, because again, that's what they want. They want us to panic. They want us to give them control. They want us to say that it's over and there's nobody who's coming to save us. No, we got this. Stand together. We will unite. We will not let the propaganda stop us. We will use our voices and be strong, because it's not about the left versus the right. It's about what's wrong and what's right. And we all know the right thing to do is stand together and continue to use the system at its best.